Good afternoon, everyone. It is Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. Don't forget to give you a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Come find me on carnivoretrades.com for swing trading alerts, analysis, and live day trading. Let's get into it today here. Bears do have an opening, but we need to see one major thing happen first, and it's really simple. We did have a nice little sell finally. Take a look at today. This was an absolute snooze that could have put anybody to sleep here. About 15-point range for most of the day, really. If you take out like the little wicks through here, I mean, it's like 59.40. I mean, really, it's like a 10-point range, really, most of the day. Then we finally just had, we were just too coiled up, and we finally got a little sell here into a dip. And we knew that 59.50 was just going to be kind of a tough area for the market to get through today. You know, we could kind of see that signals here in the flows, and this has been a very good help here for us, just keeping an eye on these SPX dealer hedges and even SPY as well. 594 was an area that was kind of marked as a line in the sand earlier today, and we touched it and pulled back pretty much all day. But right now, again, same thing as yesterday, really the same setup and similar, you know, we're going to go through similar things as I said yesterday, which is that the markets has we have higher lows, everything's, pulling up and checking out here. We are in melt up mode though, and we've been parabolic for pretty much like almost a month. We've gone almost a month without a open to close red day. It's been a long time. So that can come at any time. However, bears do have a window tomorrow. We have vixpiration. It's going to be a fresh VIX cycle, and that puts dealers at a more neutral stance. They're not just going to buy every single dip here for no reason. And basically what I'm saying is the macro, all this negative macro that we've been getting has more of a shot to matter. That said, line in the sand is still this area right here. And we basically just went down and touched it just now. But 5,900 SPX, that's the level it's got to hold. We're going to continue to melt up here. So just keep that on your radar tomorrow. And again, I know it feels like we've been melting up every day, and we have, but like I said, I sold my like index and swing longs here at the highs on Tuesday. We basically just touched that today. So we haven't really gone anywhere, even though it feels like we've been melting up. And if you look at the Qs, they have started going sideways. They've been going sideways here for almost a week, really a week now. So that's 5 days straight. And it feels like we've been melting up, but we really haven't gone anywhere. So yeah, momentum is declining. And I noticed this morning. It was very interesting. Volatility really was strong out of the gate, despite the market kind of just floating back up to the flat line, and even now getting a pretty good bid there, so off the lows. And we've been watching VVIX for the last week. That has bottomed out. That's been bottomed for a while here. That's been leading the VIX. So we'll see if that ends up being anything. But VIX needs to clear 20 tomorrow, and really to really kind of work its way back towards 25 and higher. So that should coincide with 5,900, and it's really that simple. That's the line in the sand. Now, are we looking for a massive dump or anything? No, I mean, but we've been going up straight for a month without any sort of dip here. So if we do break 5,900, just like I said Sunday night, if we open below that, if we gapped down and then rejected it, I would not attempt to buy the dip. At least not for that day. At least not till 5,800. Probably gonna go down and touch that minimum. And then maybe if it really gets going, you got 57.50, you retest the 200, then maybe we could get down to 56. So that would be kind of your next level there if that does open up. But with that being said, again, time always matters. I always talk about that. Bears got to do it like this week. If we're still just going sideways here, then you got a holiday shortened week next week. And then we're going to come into, the beginning of June, and it's just going to be a lot harder to go down. The deeper we get into these cycles here, the harder it is. But there is a window now open. So I would just say, again, like I said last week, not looking for any aggressive downside, but taking maybe hedging is probably a good idea here. We haven't gone anywhere since I started saying that. It feels like we've gone up 1,000,000% per day, but we really haven't gone anywhere. We just touched last week's high today on this little, I mean, this is a micro dip here, right? And we just basically touched the highs of like last Monday, or sorry, last Tuesday, Wednesday. So, you know, if we actually get a real sell going, we can go down to 5,800 really fast. So that's what I'm looking at here tomorrow. And we'll see what we get. We've had 6 straight green weeks, and we finally get 1 red. I know it's like outlawed, but you know, at some point we'll get that. Triple Qs here down $3, nothing terrible, but you know, inside day we're finally seeing some price discovery. We need to see more. IWM in a range as well, and we are seeing a little bit of dispersion. We saw that this morning with the IWM kind of making new highs with the Qs and the spiders down. There's still some dispersion out there that should go away tomorrow in theory. But yeah, IWM down 18 cents, nothing terrible. Same thing with the Dow down $1.70. SMH was weak to start, but it actually came back pretty nicely, and then you know, everything rolled over towards the middle of the day here. That's trying to flag. So that's trying to flag in there, but again, just want to caution you. Look at this level here. This is, you know, 7-8 months of distribution. So it's going to take a lot to get through that, I would imagine. But SMH down a little bit today. IGV also down today as well, but nice inside bar developing on the daily. Dow Transports were green earlier. They actually ticked green a little bit this morning and really rolled over. So that 100 MA still pretty good resistance, but you have a nice bull inside bar here as well. As long as that is holding, that's still okay. Yields were flat on the 2s, and then 5s, 10s, and 30s were up. Again, I'm getting a lot of questions. Should we buy TLT? Should we buy TLT? This is, guys, this is not a, what kind of bear, where are you seeing a bear pattern on the 30-year? At where? Please describe it. I don't see anything like that. This is a cup and handle here. This is a massive cup and handle, and this is going a lot higher when it breaks out. So I would not look to be long bonds here. The short end is different. I think the short end can go down, but the 30s, I mean, I just don't see where. I'm not saying they can't pull back or something, but these rates long end are, and they have such a tailwind too, from a macro standpoint. And unlike stocks, the macro actually matters for bonds. Well, we'll see if the macro starts to matter tomorrow for stocks too. XHB down $1.35. Nothing to write home about on either front there. The NQ is consolidating, and that's still, I think, okay. XLF down 37 cents, a little bit of follow through to the little dip from yesterday, and Diamond reiterating that he's stepping down. JPM is actually green though, so I guess we can't really say that. And then you got KRE here. That is down, was yesterday. Nothing horrible really. Broker dealers continuing to melt up, no damage in the trend there. Oil up 18 cents. This is getting firm here, so nice pullback pattern, higher or low, and that's probably, that can go tomorrow if it wants. Oil actually firming up here and maybe getting ready to break out. Got XLE down 69 cents. That needs a higher low here, but in decent shape. XOP OIH also still kind of lagging. Nat Gas had a good bid today, up 9%. Nice move there. That's defending $3, and we'll respect it as long as it's holding that 3 handle. Dollar index was very weak, and that is continuing to roll over. And again, we'll see if the macro matters here. Dollar yen not looking good. But we lost that breakup bar, and this is coming down. So we'll see if it ends up being some risk-off stuff here. Gold up at 1.85%. It's a big move for gold, and really all the metals today. Silver trying to peak above this flag here, so that was up 2.25. Platinum on full breakout, up 5.2. Go back, we're going into the trend line as well. Look at that. So nice breakout. Has firmed up as of late, like we talked about. Palladium as well. We'll see 1050, maybe 1075 on that. So nice move for those. They've been quiet for a long time. Copper, we've been talking about how tight this is. This looks like it wants to pop the other direction. So I know we have a red inside bar here, but I like the higher low, and I like how tight it is. It does. I like how you're getting these spires to come in with these tails, these wicks. I would have to say right now, I might say the path of least resistance on copper's up. I'm not playing it, but this is definitely firmed up a bit as of late. And we got Bitcoin here. Bull hammer yesterday, so this is just kind of basing beneath all-time highs. I think it needs to do a little bit more, but it's, you know, it's right there. It's right there. Just stair stepped right up. So Bitcoin's still acting well here. Alts were down today though. So intraday, spiders getting, you know, they're trying to pop back up. Let me see, there's an ES level here that I was watching. Yeah, if we can just reclaim like this low here around 55, they can squeeze back up here. So we'll see what happens. It will probably close right in the middle. Let me just see where SPY, 591. I think we got, you know, 520 QQQ is going to magnet the last couple days. So maybe we go up there, close up there at the end of the day, just to close it like right even and right on, you know, right in the middle of everything. Taking a look at some of our levels here, but nonetheless, yeah, we'll see. All it comes down to is 5,900. As long as we're staying above that, market's bullishly configured. If it can't do that, then we see a trapdoor open, and I think we can see finally some packing and filling here. Anyways, guys, I will wrap it up here. Again, you guys take care. Don't forget to come find me on carnivoretrades.com. I'll see you guys all tomorrow.